Hi, my name is Myrna Lynn and welcome to my cooking class. Today I just want to show you a fast, simple, easy recipe that you guys are going to love for the summer. We had our 4th of July party and a wonderful friend of mine brought this over and it was amazing, and so I said this is something I got to share with you guys because it's zucchini, tomato, and cheese and pesto. It couldn't be easier than that, but it's also things that you may be growing in your garden or you go to the farmer's market and you can buy it in abundance, alright? So the thing we did find though, that if you know anything about zucchini, it's got a lot of water, and so we ended up with a little bit of a watery dish. So I rectified that, and this is just what I want to show you guys real quick. Is what I did here is I just sliced the zucchini, well, some of them are thicker than 1/4 of an inch, but I sliced the zucchini as close to 1/4 of an inch as I could. Even the end one though, I peeled it off so that the meat is showing. I generously salted both of them, all of the zucchini, and I'll let them sit there like that for about 10 minutes. I turned them over, salted them again, let them sit there for the 10, and I'm actually doing the same thing with the tomatoes because, as you know, tomatoes got so much water in them too. And so, yeah, we may lose a little nutrient value, but I'm hoping that this will make it a lot less watery and you may enjoy that more. So anyways, all you need for this recipe is about 4, and if you look below this video, you'll see the recipes there. You'll need about 4 large zucchini, and I sliced them, as I say, in about a little more than that, but around 1/4 inch. 3 large tomatoes or whatever. I got a combination here of wonderful heirloom tomatoes and the other ones I had on hand. So whatever you have, you use that. A little olive oil that I put in the bottom of the pan. Just sprinkled it a bit. We're going to use about 1/4 cup or so. I got a little bit more than that of pesto. I actually made this homemade pesto because I had all the basil, but you can buy it anywhere, which is easy. You need about a 1/2 pound of mozzarella, either sliced mozzarella, which is fine, or I just happen to have shredded mozzarella, so that's good too. And about 1/4 cup or so of grated Parmesan cheese. Again, I have a little bit more because I always add more than recipes ask for. And also just some salt and pepper. Now, I'm probably not going to add too much salt because I already salted these vegetables and that's what's releasing all the water. But I cannot believe how much water came out of this. Probably each one of these pans, at least 1/4 cup. So we're looking at a 1/2 cup here, and the tomatoes, same thing. So I think it's a great way to go if you have the extra time. It doesn't take that long, but it's just an extra step for some of you. So all you have to do at this point is you layer your zucchini, just kind of, throughout the pan. That's the bottom layer. And then you're going to, on top of this, you're going to put your tomato. Like that. We're going to put our tomatoes on top of this. And then on top of this is what we put the pesto on. Just with a tablespoon, you put about, I'll just maybe put a little more tomato in here so I can divvy this up properly. There we go. And then all you do is you take some of your pesto and you put about a tablespoon of that. Just a dollop on each one of your the tomato slices. And I'm almost there. Then we're going to throw some mozzarella over top of this. There we go. And now we're just going to take about 1/2 of the mozzarella. And yay, who doesn't love mozzarella? Going to put that over top of that. How easy is this? I mean, your kids can make it. In fact, my friend, when they were here for the 4th of July, she had her young son making this, so it was kind of nice to have him join in the cooking. Anyways, after this, I'm just going to put another layer on, and then it's going to be ready to bake. Okay? So what I've done here now is I finish off the layer in here, and the last layer is with zucchini, so I had some extra zucchini left over, so that's perfect. I made that as my last layer. Then I cheated a bit and I added more mozzarella than they're asking for and a little bit more Parmesan just because I like a lot of cheese. So at this point, what I realized though is that you probably weren't able to see how I was draining the zucchini, and all I use is like a cookie sheet like that, and then if you have any of these cooling racks, I just put everything on top of that, and this is where all the water's dripped into, so it doesn't make a big mess. So don't just put it on a flat cookie sheet because that will be a problem. You'll have water everywhere. But also, the reason we put the salt on there is the salt actually draws out the water, and that's how you get rid of all that. So this is pretty much all you do. You set your oven to 400 degrees, and I'm going to drain this water, and I'm actually going to put this pan underneath here just so that the cheese doesn't bubble over and make a problem in my oven. But other than that, you put it in 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes until it's all nice, looks the way you like it to be. It's tender and the cheese is browning. And you can let that sit maybe for 10-15 minutes before you serve it so the juices can soak back into the vegetables, and you should be good to go. So I will show you what that looks like when you're done, okay? Okay, so I just took it out of the oven, and here it is. Can you see that? I hope you can. There's still plenty of fluid in there, but not like it was the first time we made it. So I'm just letting it sit here. I'm going to let it sit here for at least 15 minutes before cutting into it so it can absorb some of it. But anyways, the smell is amazing. I wish you could smell this. But it was so easy, you guys, so I just wanted to quickly give you something that you could quickly make this summer and enjoy it. And every time I try to give you recipes, my goal is to give you things that do not raise your blood sugars and do not produce extra insulin. And I want you to understand there is a world of food out there for you never to feel denied. And therefore you can make that transition to being a fat burner from a sugar burner, okay? Anyways, leave a comment or like me if you like it, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks.